Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wildcats offense takes the field. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man quickly. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man in the middle. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. It's complete on the right side. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fit it in the window for the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Man, a defender missed. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like you huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Looking to throw on third. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep it in that quarterback.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
Breaks it inside the 10, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Scrambling away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Let's see what they've got on second down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first.
Northwestern, 0.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Right on the money. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looking downfield on first down. On target. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Surging forward on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win, and how it can impact a team's trajectory. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Northwestern, 0.
He'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Northwestern! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Lining up for the PAT. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Northwestern, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Under fire! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice game. The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Bucks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. An 84-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Northwestern, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Gain of 8. That's a 1st first down for the
Wants to
offense.
throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Finds his man open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Gain of
Northwestern
32.
wants to go quickly.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares, because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. And some room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to James Madison.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end.
Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kick is in the air. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. On the move is the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field?
There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Give to the running back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. 2nd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by a field goal over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Flips it out on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Powers through the defender. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. He leaves it with his back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.